Up next is a free episode of my show that airs exclusively on MotorTrend on demand, except for the free episodes that air on YouTube every other week or every week or so. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Ignition's over there filming a show on some exotic, expensive supercar, and we're doing behind the scenes here today. That's not what you're going to see coming up next. We're going to show you something else because we can't turn this video around that fast. Anyway, I'm rambling. Free 30-day trial at MotorTrend.com, MotorTrendOnDemand.com. MotorTrend.com is a different site. But go ahead and watch, and if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, except for you're probably a mean person. That's the new Aston Martin DB11. Its price is north of $200,000, and its twin-turbo V12 makes a leisurely 600 horsepower. Today on this episode, we're going to find out how fast it is by handing it over to the MotorTrend test team, and we're going to watch them do acceleration testing as it happens. Enjoy.
Well, good afternoon. Chris Walton, road test editor at MotorTrend. I'm excited to be behind the wheel of this DB11. This is the new generation Aston Martin. It's got a twin-turbo V12. We've already done the braking runs. We're about to do some acceleration runs. We've got V-Box hooked up. We're looking at 8 satellites right now. So let's see what this bad boy can do. I've got everything in Sport Plus, traction off, stability off. I was told that's the best way to go. We don't have an actual launch control program, but it's got a 8-speed automatic, and you know, I've done this a few times, so I think I might be able to do pretty well here. So let's see. All right. Oh, that was too soft. Oh, and then I got wheel spin. Do-over. So what I learned there was that it'll spin the wheels at the top of a gear. So it doesn't have a lot of torque down low, which I was kind of thinking it would with the twin turbo and heck, a V12. So we'll try this something a little different. I'm gonna try to raise the RPM to get a better launch, but then I have to squeeze much more slowly to keep the traction. Oh, and it short shifted when I pedaled. It's frustrating. All right, attempt number 3. Now what I'm going to do, because it wants to short shift, is I'm going to manual shift it instead. Yeah, there's a better launch in there somewhere. First real run, 4.4 to 60. Nah, that's not good. Quarter mile, 12.3 at 124. There's a better run in there somewhere. I know there is. All right, let's see, that was 4.2 to 60, so I got 0.2 better, but still, this should be under 3 seconds. I mean, under 4 seconds to 60. And that quarter mile was a 12.3 at 125. So, yeah, it's all on the launch. It's just really difficult because there's no torque, there's a bit of a bog, and then all the power comes on all of a sudden and it blows the tires out. It's just really tricky. Very tricky. If I had a clutch pedal, it would make things so much easier, because then I could modulate my wheel spin with the clutch and the throttle. But no such luck. Let's try this one more time, or several more times until I feel like it's the right number. Yeah, see, it's still 4.4. That's just no good. Frustrating. There's huge potential here. It's just a matter of hooking it up. doesn't want to launch out of the hole, but then once it gets rolling, then it blows the tires off. So maybe I ought to try one with the traction control. See what happens when I do that. All right, we have traction control ESP track mode. Let's see what that does. Oh, it totally lifted. It's even slower. 4.9. I'm better than track mode. Well, that was a mistake. So, traction off. Gray matter traction control. Organic-based traction control, not electronic. Yeah, I wish they could smooth out the power delivery. It's, I think with the turbos that the torque would be a fairly flat plateau, but it's not. It builds at the top of every gear. It's really unpredictable. What run is this? This has got to be like 4th, 5th. All right. Why did it upshift and then downshift? That was BS. All right, back to manual mode. The transmission's trying to outthink me. There we go. That is the run. Come on, baby. Cracked the code on the 5th try. And what did I get for my labors? Let's see here. 4.1 uncorrected. So that's, well, there you go. That's under 4 corrected with a rollout and weather. 108.3. Quarter mile. 12. 19. Yeah, wow, that's like a whole half a second quicker than all the rest of the runs. So that was the one. 12:19, 124. Let's see if I can back that one up now that I know what I need to do here. That launch wasn't quite as crisp as the previous one. Yeah, it was a 0.2 on the launch, different. And the brakes straining. Wheel spin through 1st and 2nd. Too much wheel spin. That was it. That one felt right to me. Sounded good too. Yep. 4 flat, uncorrected. 12.1 at 124. So the good news is that the engine is not heat soaking. Well, I help it a little bit. On the way back, I pop it in neutral and let it coast all the way back to the start line, but that was even better than the previous run. 4 flat, 12.1, 124.7. So we're there. Let me do one more. Nah, that was not it. 4.5. Sorry.
Here's what you missed last week on Daily Fix, exclusively on MotorTrend On Demand. So we're in a Jaguar F-Pace.
So what's the worst name, F-Pace or Macan?
I think P-Face would be a worse name. That's the new Aston Martin DB11.
We're just two cool guys sitting in an Evoque convertible.
I'm Carlos Lago, and if you didn't watch last week's Daily Fix, you should do that now. It's exclusive on MotorTrend On Demand.